Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Wild Out Podcast. Today, I got my boy with me, Major Strong from Des Major. Appreciate you, brother.
I ain't nothing, brother.
Always.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be talking about life after sports. Yeah, life after sports.
That's something you know about, huh?
Something I know all about.
Yeah.
Something I know all about. So, first of all, thank y'all for tuning back in. Please like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. And I know it's been a while, but we back though. So my first one, bro, as far as with the life after sports situation, I always have a plan B. Always. I know they always tell you how good you is coming up and you know what I'm saying, as a youngster. They always do that. You gonna be this, you gonna be that. But as cliche as it is, you gotta have a plan B. You have to. Go ahead.
What do you mean, like in case of injury or what?
In case of an injury, in case of your grades, in case of just life, you have to because you might be good in West Bumble, Alabama, but when it come to you actually making it to college and pursuing it as a professional, it don't always work out like that.
But some guys do get to where they can't, accept a plan B or think in plan B.
I was him. That was me.
Yeah. How can I think in plan B and I'm doing plan A very well and I'm believing in the Lord.
Right.
Okay, all the stuff grandma and them told me and daddy them told me and mama them told me, and I'm doing that. And I'm just sticking with plan A, man. I'm just hoping it work out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And when you young, you always think I don't have to have a plan B. But I'm saying it from somebody who actually done it and being through it and dealing with it for, you know what I'm saying, like mostly my whole life. So as far as having a plan B, basically whatever else you good in. But I will say this too though, bro. Because at the time, I ain't gonna even say the time, me growing up, I didn't have no plan B. I don't even know what else I was good at. So when I heard
What do you think made you just only operate in?
just basketball,
Yeah.
my pops.
Okay.
Yeah, my pops. He pretty much, that's all it was. It was school and ball. But I will say this, I was good at other stuff too. It was just I wasn't given the opportunity to do it. I'm not putting it on him. I'm not
Of
saying
course
it like
not.
that. Yeah, not like that. It was just like when you good in one particular field, bro. That's pretty much what you and your parents gonna latch on to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like when I say always having a plan B, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen to where, cause of course you think you gonna make it. Of course you do. We all do. Whatever you doing it in, we all do. But then when it come to a halt or it stops, it ends faster than what you participated to, then now what? Because that's why I said my next one is giving it everything you got while you doing it.
And so wouldn't it be like oil and water to the first one?
Which is
Because
what?
well, if I'm gonna give it my all, like if I'm gonna truly give something my all,
Right?
I can't be thinking in a alternative.
No, you can't. But see, what I didn't finish by saying was give it everything you got so you won't have no regrets.
Yeah.
So if it don't work out, you ain't gotta worry about, well, I should have did this.
No, yeah.
I should have went to this school.
I agree with that.
That's what I dealt with.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it like just and then too, not just that, bro, grasping in the moment and just appreciate not being comfortable or not being what's the word for I'm looking for when everything is just cool and I'm just coasting. Complacent.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Not being complacent, bro. And then one of my biggest fears, and like I said, this ain't about me. This is for me to help other people out.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But I never sat and grasped like, damn, bro, you are 17 at Alabama starting as a freshman. I never it was always what's next, right? So when it ended and I started to go back and try to appreciate certain things, it was just like I couldn't because I was so caught up in NBA. And everybody got different fields and sports that they play. You could be a soccer player, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like appreciate it, give it everything you got, Don't leave everything you got out there. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Do it so you won't have no regrets. Is what I'm saying. That's basically what it is, bro. Because when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, I can dig that.
And then imagine this something you've been doing for more than half your life. So now what? You ain't never did nothing else. Ever. This is what everybody know you for. This is what you've been doing your whole life. So now what? Okay, let me put it in perspective, right? Right? And I'm gonna keep it real. This is the Wild Out Podcast. Shout out to y'all. Me, after playing 5 years of professional basketball, bro, overseas, you know what my next job was after I was done playing? Wayne's Farm. So imagine my mental,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I went through 3 or 4 years where I couldn't even hold a job down. And it wasn't that I couldn't do the job. It was because, bro, I ain't never had to worry about nothing but hooping.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just if you play soccer, baseball, football, whatever it is you play.
So did that give you more of an appreciation for the 9-to-5ers?
It most definitely did.
Yeah.
It did.
I can imagine.
It most definitely. It humbled me.
Dang,
Basically,
like, man, these guys are awesome. That's just shucks.
Like, how do they do this every day? Got to be there at 4:00 in the morning, and it's below in there.
It's below.
It's below.
Yeah.
So imagine you being good in something your whole life, and then, okay, I ain't never got to worry about how my clothes getting washed, what I'm going to eat, none of that, bro. Where I'm going to stay, what I'm going to drive, none of that. And then when you're not playing no more,
yeah,
you at Wayne's Farm. I was there for 2 months. I couldn't do it no more. Like, my mind wouldn't let me do it no more. I just couldn't, bro, because I knew that wasn't my purpose.
Yeah.
I knew it wouldn't, but I needed it because it humbled me.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Well, not just for the humility part of it, but just like any kind of financial means.
Yeah.
It's financial means at that point, right?
And that's where I was at with it.
Yeah.
First off divorce, child support just came. I'm in my pop's crib, depressed. Like, nah, you gotta do something, bro.
Yeah, I went and worked there for a few years when I found out my baby's mother was pregnant with my son.
That's when you did it.
Yeah.
What position was you there? I was a dumper. What was you? Pause. That was crazy.
Batching assistant.
What is that?
We was taking 60-pound blocks of meat and throwing them into frozen meat and throwing them into the 60-pound blocks. You can ask Big Mike, OG Big Mike.
OG Big Mike,
I do plan on interviewing him.
Okay.
Him. And we was throwing them into the blender.
Yeah.
A huge blender that could take so many hundreds and thousands of pounds of meat, and blend it up and mash it down. So
that's what you did.
Yeah.
But you can kind of relate too, though, because it's not even kind of. You were strong, bro.
No, I can't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I can't relate because like you said, like that's a completely different thing. Like actually, and I think that's I think you being very open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
As well, I think there's growth. But I've never been a part of team sports like that.
Gotcha.
On any level. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, team sports probably would. I never looked at it like that because I'm sitting over here thinking, wow, did he just say that team sports made me a dependent and now it's time to be independent and I don't even understand what niggas is doing. I don't even know how niggas wash their clothes.
Strong. I didn't. Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? See, I was raised to just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So and then like it was only a few of us that went to work.
Yeah.
Because everybody was an entrepreneur. You see what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying because what you used to.
So me having to go to work was, you know what I'm saying, was like weird, but I knew it was to build myself into the entrepreneur that I would become, you know what I'm saying, eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah. I understand that part. I do. But you get what I was saying about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you're right, as far as being a dependent and becoming to be an independent, I was so far behind as far as adulthood and life and just manhood when I stopped playing ball, bro. Because from me being 5, 6 years old till I was 25, I never had a summer off. It was always basketball. like year round, right? So when I'm done playing and then I have to become an adult and I'm a man and I'm having kids, I'm behind. I didn't know how to change a tire. I've never washed clothes. You see, I'm like, bro, that's deep,
Yeah, that's
bro.
it.
Pause. That's deep.
But why lie?
But why lie though? That's what we here for. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, I had to catch up, which I'm here. I'm there now. But that was
Praise
10
God.
years ago. Praise
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Praise God, man. And I want to say this too to the parents that, because we all biased parents, man. Everybody. Your kid ain't got to play no sport for you to be biased towards your kid.
No.
It is what it is. That's your offspring. It is what it is. But as far as with the sports, strong, stop lying to these goddamn kids, bruh. Please stop lying to these kids. Okay? If he's good or she's good at whatever they do, that's cool. You encourage your kids, you be there for them, you support them. I get that. But stop telling them they all world when in actuality, they ain't even got a scholarship from Calhoun Community College.
Because they could end up becoming a dependent sports player that don't know what's going on.
I don't, because
and
what?
not
Go
even like to the point where, I mean, Rico, you're 6'4",
Yeah.
grown man body at 16, 17,
Yeah.
pause. You know what I'm saying, which was a blessing for you.
That's a fact.
Now you're not talking about an All-American. You're an All-American, right? You feel what I'm saying?
Decatur's only
That's what
one.
I'm saying. So
Yeah.
we're not talking about that. We're talking about the average kids, right? You talking to parents.
The average
you
kid-
talking to sports parents, right?
I'm talking to your kid ran rec league and was the best player in rec league all his elementary.
It's not gonna get it.
He ended up going, I won't say names, he ended up going to a county school that he ain't really playing nobody, right? He all world in your mind. You gassing them, you doing all this. I'm not saying that everybody has to be All-American and you got to be all this. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, okay, how about we push school into though? Push education. Push that, because your child might end up going to college for a different reason from what you even thought from the beginning. Because, especially us black people, if my son good in football, we pushing football. That's what we pushing. This is going to be his way out. Most kids, and I will say this too, not most kids, most parents, stop living through your kids, man.
But if that is what the kid like, though,
bro.
if that's what the kid like.
I get it. But a lot of these times, Strong, these kids don't even want to play the sport that you putting them in. And they might be good, but it's their decision whether they want to play it or not. It's not that I forced you to, because this ain't, let's keep it real, bro. This ain't the 80s and 90s no more. It's 1,000 ways to get out. It's not either pushing a ball or a sack. It's those days are gone, bro. They literally have gaming classes in high school right now, where they go to the class for 50 minutes to an hour and just play the game.
Yeah,
We in a whole different.
I heard colleges have courses on social media. What you know what I'm saying?
Being an influencer.
Yeah, what we doing right here.
What we doing right here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to what I was saying is, if your kid don't want to do that, don't push him to do it. And I'm not saying don't encourage him or let's try this or try that. Because I'm of the ilk of your kid, try multiple sports with your kid. Your kid might be better in baseball than basketball. Guess who got the most money?
Not
That's
even
what
a
you
sport
looking
at
for.
all. These kids do want to be influencers, bro. And it's like the parents might not be able to understand or catch on to the wave of
Yeah.
Mom Casanat made X amount of hundreds of millions last year.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I'm saying? And Mom can't
Fathom that.
She might don't see you like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And maybe, but if the kids see themselves like that, man, parents should invest in the kids.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I get it though. Like I said.
Because all these, you know what I'm saying, like to play football or basketball or any of these sports, I think you got to buy equipment. You got to pay for going on the road. You got to pay for this, that, and the third. I mean, you might as well buy them a little camera and a little light and.
That's lighter than what you gonna have to pay for anyway for the sports.
Yeah.
And then, excuse me, playing like travel sports or AAU, we already talked about that. We got the part about that. It's just like how they be charging these parents to play basketball or whatever the sport is, and it really don't cost that much. So to go in with your point, yeah, why not buy them a camera or a video game or, right? So so what I was saying is, as far as that part was the transition part, like finding a purpose, bro. Like, what is your next purpose? Because everybody got different chapters in their life. You may have been a man your whole life, and like I said, Strong, I was damn near depressed, bro. Like real talk depressed, and didn't even know it because I ain't never had to deal with like real life.
But you were a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did get to live your dream, and I know it do sound like maybe you didn't have no regrets because you got to live your
I
dream.
ain't got none.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got to
I
live your
literally
dream,
don't have
man.
none.
Yeah.
I got everything I got out the game.
Yeah, so to start life over and you were still young, you
Yeah.
said 25, that was a blessing.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact
know what I'm
too.
saying? But it was gonna be some stumbles and bumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, but it's like when you growing up and you been taught you gonna do X, Y, Z, and then for the rest of your life you gonna be rich. That's a hard pill to swallow, bro.
Yeah.
When they tell you, hey, we don't need you no more. It's over with. Now you got 2 kids and a wife and a family, and it's time to like take care of business, bro. How do you do that? Because my main source of income has always been basketball since I was 14.
Right.
So going to Gemstone or GE and the group home and then so you go in there, you work with these people. It's nothing against it because, you know what I'm saying, I don't look down on nobody at all. I can't, especially about what I've been through. But imagine going to the group home and you working with your classmate and seeing you when you was the man, bro. And then he like, damn, nigga, you here with me. That's tough. But that's when just being grown kick in. Like, all right, I got a job to do, bro. I gotta get this money. I gotta feed my kids. I gotta pay these bills. I get it, but it wasn't the easiest thing in the world. That's why I'm saying, like, bro, after sports, that don't mean your life over.
Right.
It don't mean that it transitions to something else. And if you just so caught up in what your sport is, go be a coach, go be a trainer, go be an influencer, like we was talking about, right? So that's why I said about finding purpose. It's just like it ain't gonna take a week or two or a month or two. It took me strong 5 years.
How do you find purpose after sports?
How do I find purpose after sports? Is helping kids, just helping kids, man. And I get a lot of it from my daddy too, from him being in the Boys and Girls Club. But it's just like Decatur, we all kind of like grow up the same, kinda. I'm not saying tragic stuff that happened to you on the side. I'm saying as far as where we live at. Decatur is one big hood for real, for real. Let's keep it real, bro. We all kind of grew up the same. But it's just like when with me working with the KDU Service, shout out to them, DYS. I appreciate y'all because I needed that more than I thought that I did. And being with kids on the 24/7 basis, bro, and other people's kids is like, you don't know how much of a light you are to them. You don't know. And then a lot of these kids, you the most consistent man that they see every day.
Yeah.
So, like I was talking about earlier, that's why I don't bring work in the home because you don't ever know what a kid got going on. So finding my purpose was me realizing that I can be of help to kids. It ain't got nothing to do with basketball. It's just in general.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my biggest purpose. And I am also starting a program for high school students called Life After Sports. It's gonna be called LAS, LAS, and I will be going into Decatur and Austin on a weekly basis, talking to sports players, all sports, about Plan B. So to bring it full circle.
That's fly. I like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow up strong.
Plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, man. And I do appreciate you being here with me today, brother.
Oh,
I
you
do.
good? Yeah, you good, man. I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
glad to
do.
be here. Yeah.
I do, and I will say this too. Shout out to everybody who has subscribed. I'm gonna be more consistent, and I apologize, for not being here as much as I should. But now I'm here, man. So thank you guys, my man. That's Major Strong. Subscribe to his shit too, and yeah, man. Life after sports. Don't just feel like it's over because I'm done playing sports now, playing ball or whatever the case may be now. It's tough, bro. It's tough. And then with your peers and your friends, they're going to talk shit. They're going to do all of this. But secretly, they want to do what you did. I mean, they did. Secretly, they want to do what you did. So when you back here doing whatever you is doing with them, that don't necessarily mean that you fell off or you lost or you failed or that don't mean none of that. Because do you not think that they wouldn't trade your life for, not saying it like that. I'm just saying people who did play sports and was besides you and was on your team, they would rather your path, bro. So shout out to everybody, young sports players that's coming up, man. And like I said, do everything you can do to try to keep it sustainable for you, for it to work out for you. But yeah, man, that's gonna conclude the episode of the Wild Out Podcast. Thank you guys, man. Strong. It's all love, brother.
Ain't nothing, man. Like, subscribe. Voila.
Please. All right.
Yeah.